Hi.
What was that?
The most haunted team's very first experience of the paranormal. 24 hours at Michelham Priory.
Oh my God! Hello and welcome. We've managed to complete our task by staying in 15 of the most haunted locations in Great Britain. But there is a 16th show. It was shot way back last summer when the crew and I decided to do a pilot programme. We went to Michelham Priory in Eastbourne, and it's an experience that we will never forget.
Michelham Priory is situated in Eastbourne, East Sussex. The original building was a church that was constructed in 1229 on a medieval moated island. In 1556 it was transformed into a house where many families lived, each with their own histories and tragedies. Many ghost sightings have been seen here, and the present occupants have experienced lots of strange occurrences.
Now, all of the ghosts have been seen here by ordinary members of the public during the day. So to up our stakes of actually seeing anything, we've decided to spend the night here. And just so that nobody decides to escape, I'm going to introduce you to our crew. We've got Mark on Steadicam. Say hi.
Hi.
And are you going to be scared about tonight?
Very.
All right, and we've got Martin on sound. A bit scared, are we? And we've got Bev, the director. Say hi, Bev. Rick, the assistant director, are you a bit scared about tonight?
Nervous.
So. And Ian, one of our cameramen.
Fine.
Carl, how are you feeling about tonight?
I'm fine now.
So you're all fine, OK. Now then, I've never seen a ghost, and I don't think any of the members of our crew have. And I think you need to be spiritually in tune for that. So I've decided to enlist some help. And that is one of Britain's most eminent spiritualist mediums, Derek Acora.
To Derek, all our locations are a mystery, and he's been driven to the location not knowing of his destination. Would he be able to communicate with the supposed ghosts, or would he draw a blank?
My name's Chris Tuckett. I'm the property manager here at Michelham Priory, and I live at the top of that house there, a flat, and it's an interesting place to live. It's got a certain reputation about it, which I just took with a pinch of salt, to be honest with you. And I think now, having seen it and witnessed it firsthand, I'm a fairly firm believer that there are various presences in this property. I think the really one outstanding dramatic thing that's happened to me since I've been here was one particular evening. I'd actually been in for 3 or 4 days at this stage, and we have a lovely apartment obviously at the top of the house, like I said earlier, and the whole property upstairs is floorboarded. One night I was asleep, it was about 3 o'clock in the morning, and I heard a distinct sound of caster wheels on a wooden floor, and to be honest, it did shake me considerably. I lay in bed, I covered myself with my duvet like any sort of red-blooded chap would probably do, and I left it probably 7 or 8 minutes for it to stop. And then within about 20 minutes or so from there, I plucked up the courage to actually walk into the lounge and have a look and see what had happened. And to be honest, when I first looked, it didn't look too dramatic, really. The item of furniture looked like it had just moved away from the wall 2 or 3 feet. But then as you panned down and looked at the floor, there was a huge, great figure-of-8 scratch, which had just gone across the whole floor. And this thing had obviously gone round. One of the caster wheels had seized, and it had just scored its way across the floor. I do feel that we've been accepted here at this property now, and things certainly have quietened down considerably. The most recent thing which does occur from time to time, we do get this like a mini tornado which seems to come down from the kitchen, and it'll wake both of us up, and you can hear it coming down the corridor, and it'll just suddenly be in the bedroom. And literally everything, just the curtains go on the ceiling, and then within 2 or 3 seconds it's gone again. Disappeared, and it just literally disappears back up into the kitchen and gone. There are other things. I've heard a woman crying downstairs, not at all ghostly, sounds quite normal, and to be honest I thought I'd not done my job very well and left someone locked in the house, and just went downstairs and could find no one. There are loads of little things like this which do happen from time to time, but nothing nasty. The first 2 weeks I was here, things were very, very busy, and I must admit I was very close to actually moving out. myself, and that's not easily said, to be honest. Every single evening something was happening, whether it was bangs on the floor or things moving in the flat, or obviously the furniture. I did speak to the house on one occasion about 2 weeks after I moved in, and I did enjoy a bottle of wine at the same time in order to give me the courage to do it, and basically express myself to the property and just said, you know, what I'd done and what I intended to do in the future here. And relatively slowly, over 3 or 4 days, it seemed to leave me, and I think possibly maybe the air was cleared, and I think that was the end of my sort of scrutinisation to start with, really.
Parapsychology basically is the study of unusual phenomena, or phenomena that we can't at the moment understand in other sciences. We use the best scientific apparatus that we can in order to capture evidence of ghosts. We also use zero-lux video cameras, digital video cameras, to look in the dark because things don't like lights. We also use temperature monitoring equipment.
I've not felt any danger, and I've not felt threatened here at all, and I think you'll be scared possibly because you'll hear and possibly see things that you're not used to. Things which now have become an everyday routine for me will be fresh for you, and it will catch you off guard, and I do suggest you keep a keen eye on your shoulder.
Well, this is what's known as the Undercroft. It's very church-like, very Gothic. And apparently the BBC were filming here quite a few years ago, and they put all the wigs and everything out, and they'd lock the door after the day's filming, come back, and all the wigs would be all over the floor. It's a bit spooky, isn't it? Oh, this is very Tudor, isn't it? Lots of wood panelling. Now, the dining room. This beautiful dining room. It's got a horrible feel to it, though. It's got a really horrible feel. It's a very oppressive feel. Be interested to see what Derek says about it. This is a really weird house. It's like everything's so higgledy-piggledy. And the stairs, well, they're all sort of crushed together. It's like the inside of the house on the outside of a church. Look at those windows. That is amazing. This room has lots of bangs and crashes in it, though nothing ever gets broken. Well, this is the Prior's room, and believe it or not, this is where we're going to be spending the night. Oh yes, kipping on the floor. It's going to be really nice, and we're going to be looked over by yours truly, Hailsham.
At this point, I went off to greet Derek Akora, our spiritualist medium, who'd just arrived at the Priory. What happened next was very strange.
I've just had to come into the ladies because something amazing has just happened. We were all just sitting around having a chat and a bite to eat, having a break from filming. And it was just amazing. Derek, some entity, spirit, just forced his way in and started channeling through Derek, and Derek was coming out with all these amazing things, and we were just so unprepared for it that we only caught half of it on camera. I'm a little bit nervous, to tell you the truth, after what I've just seen. You decide for yourself. Have a look at this.
Okay, don't control me. Don't do that. Stop it there. Stop. Okay. Oh, Shelley, he's just tried to throw a cloak around his shoulders. Don't do that to me. Big black cloak. You see, you walk like this.
Oh, okay.
Hey, look. Damn you. Don't you look at me. Straight back, 5'10", 5'11", very slim. Features. Don't you do that to me. He trapped this child. He locked her away. And she perished. But stayed in the atmosphere. That area, can we untrap her? Okay, bless you, thanks. Thank you. We can do that with here.
Great.
Tonight, today.
Great.
Good.
Great.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Rosemary. Rose. Dear sweet Rosemary, her name is, okay?
Rosemary.
Rose. Rosemary. Beautiful. Oh, she was only 4 and a bit. She was looking forward to her birthday. Dollies. The cloth dollies. Where are they? Are they there? She's going to show me tonight.
Oh.
We should find the dollies.
Oh, God.
That's amazing. Are they trapped? Is it that tunnel? You show me. Show me. Okay, she's gonna show me. Let's cut off, Sam. Cut off now, please. Cut them off. Yeah. The 2 ladies. What about that man that's come down the stairs then? Who's he? And who's the lady? The lady with the cloak? She's following him. The stairs. Explain to me, Sam, what does that mean? The flames didn't take it? Okay. It will be uncovered. Okay, cut it off now. Thank you.
Everything that Derek has said is corroboratable, other than the age of the child. That's the only thing that he said, which I cannot at this point say I know about.
Right.
But everything else you said is dead accurate.
Faced with the prospect of a night investigating the highly haunted Michelham Priory, I was really appreciating this last chance to enjoy warm, friendly company and a bit of fun.
15 or 20 nurses came over, and the idea was to see could they stay the night, and they all were kitted out in sleeping bags. And I was told that not one of them made it in the morning at all, and they'd all got very scared during the night and left.
I don't think we should be scared this evening. I think we should be wary. I've been to hundreds, literally, of haunted locations, and I have had experiences which I would say are unpleasant, and I have been scared. But having said that, you know, you get nasty people, you get nasty ghosts, but they're rare.
Derek, how is it energy-wise? I get the feeling that it's, I mean, I am absolutely terrified.
But you shouldn't be, Yvette. The energy, and I mean the positive energy, is just really coming into this area and this space now to encourage us to go over. In other words, it's a big yes. Come over and experience.
Okay.
We're ready for you.
Right. I think we should get on with it. All right, I do too.
Shall we?
Blow them candles out.
Yes.
Right, okay then. Anything in here?
Yeah, I'm just drawn. I want to go underneath this arch through this aperture, so we'll go through, shall we?
Yeah.
During the course of the evening, Jason will be accompanying us to verify the night's events with historical facts. And let's not forget the help of Derek's spirit guide, Sam.
Yes.
Oh, God, what was that? What was that? There's a door, there was
Yes.
a door opening, there was a door opening.
Oh,
there.
it's...
Oh, my God!
Okay. Who are you? You're Herbert. I've got a man, he calls himself Herbert here. Herbert Pelham. He said we're most welcome. Bless you, thank you.
Thank you.
He's not here to alarm us. He says go through. Who? Is he through there?
Who?
Okay, can we just go through?
Yeah,
Just tell me
who's-
to go through.
Yeah, but who's there?
Okay.
I don't like this room, Derek.
Yes, oh, yes. Come through, everything's fine. Everything's fine, okay? Yes. Here. Is this where he stands? Oh, is this his favourite, is it? Yes. He's pointing to the direction here, and he says these words very clearly. Thomas Sackville stands here. He didn't conduct himself in the nicest of ways. He used to threaten people. Oh, who's that? Who's she? Come close. So we can come with me. That's it, Yvette.
Who is it?
It's a lady. She just beckoned me to come in. There she goes, there she goes, there she goes. Okay, yes, she wants to sit here. At this area. Okay, who are you, my dear? Who are you? See if you can get a voice link with me. Come on, then. Yes. Is that you that was singing down my ears before? Molly. Molly, it sounded like... Molly, say it again. Molly Pearson. Molly Pearson.
Molly Pearson.
Molly Pearson. Yes, she loves this place. She loves this place. And yet, the feelings as I see her dressed is not going back too far back. She's not linked of the time era of Thomas or Herbert. It's only...
Totally different time.
Yes. She has clothes that is like, you know, not completely, totally different than our clothes.
Oh, so she must have passed over quite
Yes.
soon.
I can't ascertain unless I can get the time. In the last 20 years. 20 years. The total difference in time. Okay. Thank you. Yes. Now, here, in this area, at some time going back, I would say there was just a little bit of... which one is it? Thomas Sackville, is it? Oh, the things he did and the things that he got up to.
It's not nice.
No. And with a little girl, this little girl, where does she go? Oh, thank you, Sam. I would like to go through.
Yeah.
Come through with me, Yvette, come on.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Why is there such a horrible presence in here?
Because of Thomas Sackville.
He's not nice, then.
Let's see if we can walk into his atmosphere.
Oh, God.
It's okay, that's okay. Yes, okay. I sense him now, I sense him. This is his favourite place. He's the one individual who's not overly anxious of our...
He doesn't like us being here.
He's not overly anxious.
Right.
He's cunning in his business dealings and also, I'm sorry to put it in these words, but perverted ways.
Really?
Yeah, almost debauchery. There's a very, very, very strong connection with the little girl, with this person.
Right. Okay.
And I feel as if she runs through different sections, even to this present day. And it's not running from conditions of herself or the other spiritual inhabitants, but from this one soul. You know, when she sees him, she runs.
She's scared of him.
Yes. And she gets out of his sight. So in other words, invariably she's hiding from him personally when he is manifested and coming through the building at times. Mm-hmm. And there is a section, and I want to go to a stairwell. Mm-hmm. So if you'd like to come with me,
Yeah.
just
Okay.
because they're encouraging me to come through these conditions. This should be very interesting, and Sam was talking to me a little bit earlier about this.
What is it, Derek? Oh,
Amazingly, Derek's spirit guide Sam had revealed to him the entrance to a secret stairwell that none of us were ever aware of.
I'm going along in through passages is where she places herself as she feels that she's got to hide in these sections. And when she does come through this link of vortex of tunnelling, she runs down. And I'd like to retrace the feelings of this little girl.
Yeah.
Rosemary. Rosemary.
Derek mentioned that Rosemary liked to hide her dollies in a box hidden in the secret stairwell. This was a place that was definitely going to be visited later.
The little girl comes here and she's drawn and she manages, as I've had to physically pull this. I know this comes back at times and probably is found open when earlier it was closed and it's found ajar, I feel. And she looks up to the symbol here and sends thoughts out, mental thoughts, bless her, in this section here. I feel maybe she feels it's like a little holy shrine, and she's drawn to it. And she thinks in her beautiful little way, and has done for a long time, felt as if she sends her thoughts out and a love and like a prayer state, that something will happen and she'll be collected. But to collect it, she doesn't know where to.
How can we help her?
We can all sit here a little bit later on, all collectively, with our compassionate hearts, and ask the angelic love, okay, to finally, with our collective love, to come and collect her.
Right, we're going to do that.
It has never been done before in a collective
Right, we're all going to do that.
heart. If I may just walk over here.
Yeah, I'm behind you.
There's a lady who I can see her outline sitting here. Very authoritative in
Like
look.
strict.
Yes.
Right.
Very much so. And no nonsense with this one. She would shout over.
Oh, what was that?
Okay. It's okay.
Somebody pitched my
Yes.
bomb.
Yes. Okay. The likelihood is the little girl to get your attention. Okay?
I don't know if I was imagining it, but I definitely felt a pinch on my bottom.
Can I just say, yes, that's been real.
Has it?
That's been real. And she would not do anything to help the child. But then, when I say that in all fairness, I don't feel she's capable of doing anything for the child.
Okay.
Thomas is an L. Thomas is an L. Thomas is an L. He's more than just an L.
Right.
He's a sick L.
A sick Earl.
A sicko Earl.
Sicko Earl. Not nice.
No.
That was amazing. I felt a little...
Yes, just a little.
Yeah.
This little link, yes. Okay. Come on, see if you can give a little bit of activity. Come on. We go back down?
Yeah.
Okay.
I felt a pinch on my arm. What's in there?
Right, okay. Now, I'm drawn very, very, very strongly to all this here, this machinery, so to speak. And I feel that if a person, maybe there is case history of this on record, if a person was down here also in this area, a lot of activity. There's a lady who's now just showing herself, rather a plump lady. It's like she just wants to show herself off to me, which is very blessed of you. And she comes, and she was accustomed to the conditions here. And quite a proud lady of, because I see this, like, proud, you know, as she stands to the side of the door like this, you see. And I feel that she had problems with her legs coming from the calves down. I noticed this because the stockinettes, that as the dress is pulled up, it's more pinafore and full length of dress, and she pulls them up, and I see something that was affecting her legs.
Right.
And I feel that she was in pain for best part of the time, but she had to soldier on and carry on with her work and her duties. And I feel that at times, even now, I feel no matter what this area was in the past or even to the present, fragrances at times of food and warmth. In actual fact, there was a fire. Thank you, Sam. A fire. Yes. Yes. I smell the fragrance of the charring and the burning, and it's like as if I take it and it's down to the ground and I have to rebuild again. And I feel it would apply to these sections here.
Right.
A great fire.
From here, Derek and I dash back to investigate a commotion in the darkened dining room, where Jason had picked up some activity on the EMF meter.
Yeah, it's gone.
Yeah.
Light will dissipate it. As I said, it's completely gone. You can hear it's not there now. It's gone. When we were here in 1993, one of the things that we do in our experiments is a light dusting of flour on surfaces to detect footprints, handprints, etc. And this table actually was a different table, it was in this area. We put a light dusting of flour on it and sealed this area off. The three investigators were in a different part of the building. When we unsealed the room, there was a large handprint here. It was about a foot long. It was much longer than any of the investigators' hands. And it looked like it had touched it, realised that it had made its mark, moved its hand, and the flower was on the floor as if it had realised. And that was just here.
And what's this little thing?
Well, what we just had here in the dark was this is an EMF reading detector. A lot of things have a natural EMF field, and ghosts are supposed to distort the EMF field when they're active.
Right.
The yellow field really shows something which would be unusual, and the sound that you heard a moment ago was indicating something was here.
I didn't realise you were here. It was pitch black, and all I could hear was this noise.
But as soon as the light was turned on, it dissipated. I mean, there's nothing at all here now. You can hear.
So it's better to do things in the dark, do you
Yeah,
think?
they're frightened of the light.
Right then. Shall we be brave, guys? Okay. Turn the lights off.
We'd only had the lights off for a few minutes, and already some of the crew had seen something odd.
What did they see?
We sat at the table. Rick was this end, I was the other end. Rick said, I'm feeling something. I came round and sat here, and the energy point was fairly close to Rick. I sat down, and it was that feeling again.
That tingly.
Yeah, and I looked over at the fireplace, and I said to Rick, turn your head to the right, slowly. And he did, and he just said, oh my God.
And you could see it. You could see it.
Just like a pair of legs.
A pair of what? Sorry?
A pair of legs.
Legs.
Legs, yeah. And they had a, well, I said like a long coat, but Rick said a cloak. Yeah, yeah.
That makes sense actually with what's been seen in this room.
But the body was under here. The body,
Yeah.
you couldn't see the rest of it, just the legs.
Okay.
Shall we sit down?
Yeah.
We decided to stay and keep a watch on the fireplace, and as luck would have it, we caught on camera these small lights, known as orbs. It seemed odd that they appeared in the same place where Rick and Carl, the producer, had seen the strange ghostly legs. Were they connected? Meanwhile, the crew decided against my will that we were going to split up.
If something's going to happen, you've got the electromagnet gadget.
Yeah.
You've got Derek with you. And
So
then
we're going to split up, that's what you're saying?
split up. You lot going down as a small crew. And we'll sit up here and
Do you know
listen.
things always happen when people split up in the movies?
So we split into two groups, which I was not happy about. But Derek had strong feelings that something was happening upstairs.
It's a lady.
Yeah.
Who are you? Who are you? Margaret Sackville.
Wow.
Margaret Sackville. Wee!
Hello.
Okay. Yes. Yes. She's looking for her man. She's looking for her man. Who is your man? I'm looking for him. She keeps on saying, I'm looking for him. She's moved.
It's completely gone now.
She's moved.
That was very strong, actually. That was
Yeah.
about 3 minutes ago.
Wow, wow, that was amazing.
That was impressive.
Derek was getting strong messages from Sam to go downstairs, which led us to the kitchen.
Yeah, this is... See, this is the thoroughfare, you see? Yeah, the vortex.
See,
the
what's
thoroughfare.
actually happening here, that shouldn't be happening because that's showing an electromagnetic field in the middle of nowhere. If there was an electric cable within a foot of that, then fair enough, that would be a reason for it to be reacting. But there's nothing here. When its radius is about 1.5 foot, so there's nothing that should be doing that. There's no reason for this electromagnetic field variation there at all. Oh, it's gone to you.
Yes.
It's moved towards you.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's quite strong around Derek
Yeah.
now. Yes, it's moved across,
Yes.
foot across.
You picking anything
I can
up?
feel it all around my shoulders
Yeah.
now.
Wow. You pick anything up?
Yeah, that's quite strong.
It's a big man.
Who is it?
Who are you? I won't tell you! Who are you? Stop him, son. Stop him.
You okay?
Yeah. Don't do. Step back. He's left me. God, he was stretching my every muscle and tone. I'm making the shoulders as if it felt as if I was getting another 6 inches into me.
Wow, wow.
Really. And then, his, not anger, but his way.
Sternness.
Yeah.
Came through
Came
your
through.
voice. Is he gone now?
Well, it's moving. Yeah, it's not as strong.
Watch when I step back now. Come forward now to me.
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah, it's come back
Oh,
to
God,
Derek. Yeah.
Oh.
Okay. Very good. Very good. It was Gwyn.
Yeah.
It was Gwyn.
John Gwyn or James Gwyn?
James Gwyn.
Yeah.
James Gwyn.
Is he here?
He's close.
Yeah.
He's close.
Sorry, that was me.
He's close.
You think I'm going first? You've got another thing coming.
I'd like to go through it first. Just to make sure it's safe.
The night's activities were exhausting for us all, but there was one last thing we had to do: return to the hidden stairwell and the hiding place for Rosemary's dolls.
Oh, Christ.
Yes.
Around here.
Yeah. Yes.
Does that not form the fireplace to the top?
Yeah.
I've got a torch in my pocket.
I'm going in front of you.
Derek and Carl went ahead of us through the hidden panel in the staircase into the hiding place we'd found earlier.
Sneak past.
Okay.
Pardon? I've got to be man about this, haven't I?
Yeah. Come on, I'm with you.
So's the camera. So's there with us, yeah?
Oh, yeah. Let's go. No props.
Keep the door too like that. Keep the door.
Ian, our lighting cameraman, followed them, filming their exploration of the secret stairwell. Watch carefully. Something was about to seriously disturb his equilibrium.
Yeah.
You remember you said earlier something about a box?
Yes.
There's a box here.
Oh, right. I wonder. Could you keep that up there for me?
Sure.
Thanks. This was the area.
Right.
This was the area.
Ian had narrowly missed plunging into the secret stairwell, and the whole crew was feeling distinctly jumpy.
Where the hell? Is there a way to get out of it?
Yeah, I think if you keep going down, it comes out.
Yeah. Do you wanna? Derek's just had a look in this box.
It's not the original box, that's where the dollies were kept.
But this is where the original box would have been, that the dollies were kept. This apparently has been put on later.
Yes.
The original box has obviously been taken away. And
Yes.
this would have been where the dollies would have been kept.
Yes.
I mean, it looks like there's a lot of new woodwork here, so the
Yeah.
old box would have gone probably with.
Yeah. But that's where the dollies were kept. In that corner, in that area.
Yeah, and there's nothing. There was a lot of atmosphere when we came in, wasn't there, when we opened the door? But there seems to be nothing now.
Yes. Take your leg out of there for me.
Yep.
Just close that a moment, if you don't mind.
Yep. You see it?
Yeah. Okay, just for the moment. What was noticed when you were talking there with Carl, and Carl was talking, Nick was drew my attention to conditions underneath that trapdoor, and there was a number of lights flashing, spiritual lights.
Right. So we got some movement down there.
Yeah.
Do we know whether they're good or bad?
I can't tell at the moment. We'll have another view.
Right.
I just closed it because, you know, after the...
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. I mean, we almost just lost our light and cameraman.
Yeah.
Was it
Okay, there's no cut or anything.
No, I'm fine. Amazingly.
I'm right in what I just saw then, wasn't I?
Yeah.
Flashing lights.
You're right. Yeah.
Well then, let's go down.
Let's have a look at
Okay.
it, shall we?
I couldn't do this on my own.
No.
I'm glad Derek's here.
No probs. Sounds
Oh my word. Can you see that?
Yeah, what is it? Was it just dust catching the...
No, I can feel a lot of. Oh God, yeah.
No, don't go down.
Yeah, let's do it. You have to go down.
I'll come down with you, but I prefer you not to go down, but
Why? Would you not want to go down?
not at the moment.
No.
No.
Well, Derek, if you don't want to go down,
No,
neither do I.
not at the moment. Because
Are we all right
I'm
looking?
picking up hostility, you see. Hostility.
Could that be how I almost fell down?
Yes. That could have drawn down. Let me close this down, guys, because I don't think we're agitating you.
Yeah.
Oh right.
Sure. Leave that for the moment.
Do you think we should go out?
Yeah,
of this
just for
bit?
the moment, yes.
Okay.
Please, yeah.
Right.
Okay?
Yeah.
You're the boss.
Okay.
You're our guide.
Yes, please.
So who's saying don't go any further?
Scary, isn't it?
Derek is, yeah. When he left it.
It seemed Derek had been strongly warned against meddling any further with the energies in the secret stairwell. We huddled together to talk things over.
I thought because you wanted to go down first. I said, do you want to go down first? He said, no.
Once it had got the four of us, or two or three of us down there, because of the very small space, it could have, well,
You're restricted, aren't you? So you
yes.
can't
So you can't move.
But do you know just that when you fell through there, we heard a woman's voice just laughing.
What, just after
didn't we?
Ian fell?
Just after Ian fell, and it was like a ha ha, just like wasn't it?
Yeah.
Just like that.
I've just thought of something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do
Cheeky
you know,
thing.
you and I saw those legs.
Yeah.
Well, surely that must come out over the top of the fire.
It does.
Yes, it does. The
does.
fire's directly underneath.
It does.
does.
Well, that's it. That's the vortex link then.
Yeah.
Coming in.
So, and you said that's where
It went ballistic.
the girl.
Really?
Yeah, literally went there and we went in. So,
Really?
yeah, but then went.
And then we went in. Then it went.
Escaping.
Yeah.
And then we went in and followed.
Well, I heard the EMF go. It
Yeah.
was really loud.
Yeah.
I went in first, yeah.
Really.
But we went,
Plenty active, but they're just a few of them wanting to play around.
Yeah, and they're playing with us, aren't
Yeah.
They're certainly playing with me, aren't they?
Well, you know,
they?
you know, you could have. Thank God. It says your hips, your legs gone there. Had you gone fully down? But
Oh, yeah.
So
it was very,
at the start, didn't it?
very
Yeah.
good. As soon as he opened his
So
hand, he let
the-
us know that he was all right. He said, I'm
Little
not
lighters and.
Yeah.
Right now, somebody grabbed my leg, somebody just secured me. So we secured him and it was like, fine, I'm relaxed, I'm all right. It was like, you all right? No, I'm fine. And it was just...
It was when you were speaking to Ian and the thing was open and I just saw. It was like...
That's right.
lights. And I said, Derek. I went, Derek.
What
I
are the
said,
lights?
That's
What?
I said,
common
what's
as well.
that?
It's spirit energy. It's
And he
the
saw
first
it,
stage.
and that's when he said, move your legs, and
The
shut
first
it.
stage of a
But we
ghost
didn't get it on
manifesting.
Okay, it's on. Right, the time is now 5:15 in the morning. We were supposed to be sleeping in this room, but none of us have had any sleep whatsoever, and we're all totally exhausted. And we're going to do something now that we promised that we would do, and that is to help the little girl, Rosemary, wasn't it?
Yes.
So
yes.
how do we do that then, Derek?
Well, just by quite simply joining together, Yvette, in what we call a physical and mental contact with each other, which then is a collective source and force of light to help the little girl, Rosemary, leave the atmosphere which has been offending her, to go to a level of existence or a dimension away from the offending conditions, and for her to finally be collected and taken to a designated place in the world of spirit, and she will then be collected by her loved ones who she so cruelly was parted from. Please receive and take back this child to the rightful home, her home that is being kept cruelly away from her. We ask this in the essence of purity of love.
Our night at Michelham Priory had been very eventful and mystifying. Derek had been in communication with past residents from hundreds of years ago. Our crew had witnessed ghostly sightings and strange lights, and even though there are no records of a little girl called Rosemary, why had Derek been drawn to a secret stairwell and found a box that he had no idea existed? The fireplace where the legs had been seen was directly beneath the secret stairwell. Was there a connection? We will never know. All in all, this was an evening that will never be forgotten.
To the believer, no proof is needed. To the non-believer, no proof is possible. Now, I scoff at that. I could only ask you to come along and experience firsthand, and I promise you, before an evening is through, with all the spiritual activity of truth that's going on around, by the time they've finished, they would not be that riveting skeptic very much longer.
We've travelled the length and breadth of the British Isles and stayed in 16 of its most haunted locations. It's been a life-changing experience and given us more questions than answers. We shall see you on the next Most Haunted. Until then, sleep tight.
Yes.
How are you feeling?
I'm feeling okay.
Okay, good. That's
Yes.
fine. I'm petrified. Are you picking anything up?
You're going to go crazy over this. Can we start this again?
Yeah.
I need the loo. Honestly, I know it sounds so...